Hello again. Whenever we hear about Asians in Britain being responsible for this or that, or suffering discrimination or needing help, or in any other circumstances at all, really, it almost invariably turns out in the end that we are really talking about people of Pakistani Muslim heritage. When you read in the newspapers about Asian grooming gangs, these men are not Sikhs or Gujarati Hindus or Chinese people or Thais. They are Pakistani Muslims. Similarly, when you hear about Asian gangs, this is not meant to suggest Vietnamese hooligans or those of Korean ancestry, is it? It means those whose heritage lies in Pakistan. As a general rule, it is foolish and unwise to use the name of a continent to describe some ethnic group. If I tell you that Africans have been involved in such and such an endeavour, do I mean Nigerians, Egyptians, Ethiopians? This simple linguistic muddle serves at best to confuse the situation, but it can also be used to hide something which is happening. The so-called grooming gangs, for example, are often described as being an Asian phenomenon, but are in reality nothing of the kind. How many Buddhists or Sikhs do you imagine are mixed up in that kind of beastliness? Whether the use of the expression Asian has its derivation in a typical English tendency to lump all foreigners and outsiders up in one simple term, or whether there is something more cunning going on, and the desire is to conceal the involvement of Pakistani Muslims in various areas, I could not say. The actual effect, though, is to stop many people from realizing what is going on in their country. By the by, I cannot help wondering whether more would be made of the grooming gang scandal if the victims, instead of being working class white girls, were Pakistani Muslims. Imagine, if you will, a network of white Englishmen who systematically and deliberately selected girls from Muslim homes and abused them on an industrial scale. I rather think we would have heard more of a fuss about it than we have when it is the other way round, and I'm pretty sure that the word racism would have been bandied about. As it is, though, the whole business has been swept under the carpet as much as possible. The next time that you hear the term Asian being used, it might be worth stopping for a moment and asking yourself which type of Asians are being referred to, and also to consider just why this vague and all-embracing expression is being used rather than one which is more accurate and specific.